Wanted to share was some of the things which I had thoughts about. Maybe I should start from a beginning someplace, but this is going to jump straight into what I was thinking about this morning. So first of all, we as humans, we are in this three-dimensional existence at this point, but we are also wrapped in a fourth dimensional shell, so to say. So the way I envision the shell is like the cubicle, which I've drawn here. And then when you expand upon the cubicle, it turns into a cross. And then when you count the sides of a cubicle, it's 6. And if you assume all humans are holographic expressions as well, so then in this three-dimensional existence, we are coded as 64-bit operating system, 2 to the power of 6. That doesn't mean we don't have greater potential, but this is how we are locked in the shell of the fourth dimension. So what was given to me was the dimensions go in batches of 3, and then there are shells. So 1, 2, 3, and the shell is 4. And then it's 5, 6, 7, shell is 8, 9, 10, 11, shell 12, 13, 14, 15, shell 16. And then beyond that, seems like it's just an open space, or it's existent creation God itself. But the base of everything is 3. So the base for all dimensions is 3. Looking at it as a triangle or as in a pyramid, the base is 3. So, and this also aligns with the Platonic solids. So the Platonic solids being the cube, the pyramid, the next one, the pentagram, so on and so forth. So I was thinking about this and I'm like, so what are we doing now? We're trying to break the fourth dimensional shell, go beyond that. And this aligns with a dream I had where the school bus I was in with a lot of others was burning, and there was this hand which was trying to break the window so we can get out, and finally the window gave. And we got out through broken glass and sharp edges, and we were amazed and awed by what we've seen outside of this shell. So I think this is where we are at this point, trying to break the shell of the fourth dimension and go to the next layers. How this ties to who we are, and why am I saying in this dimension we are a 64-bit operating system? Because we are all holograms. The existence is holographic, and everything is a projection of everything else, depending on how big, how potent, and so on and so forth. And it starts from a cell, a single cell, goes through different forms of life, humans, planets, stars, universe. But the base of all of this really is the three-dimensional existence. And I think it's not a coincidence when the number 3 is the base of many different things. Even in quantum existence, 1 plus 1 actually creates a third existence. It's 1 plus 1 is not really 2, but it's really 3. And so why I wanted to share this and say, don't give away your sacred key or your secret key, because us being geometric, holographic structures, projection of the light in this shell, which is the fourth dimension, and us being three-dimensional projections in here, the light holds the structure of the shells as well as our own blueprint. But that doesn't mean we're just stuck in this existence, especially at this moment of time. And then as we progress forward, going to the fifth dimension and looking at the solenoid, the pentagram in that case, look at the bottom. So we're going to be upgraded from 2 to the power of 6, a 64-bit operating system. We're going to be upgraded 2 to the power of 12. So, and as many of us know, everything is coded in our DNA. It's mathematical code, and it's a geometrical code as well. So don't give away your secret key, because if you do, somebody else may be able to unlock your DNA because you consented of giving away your sacred secret key, and you may not be able to go and be upgraded to the next version of who you are organically supposed to be based on the process we're going through at this time. And also, I was thinking each structure has its own key. And in many instances, people say this is a portal. It's a portal to a Stargate. It's a portal to whatever. We as humans, we are the same type of structure. We're a holographic creation, which has its own key. So if somebody else gets a hold of your key, they can encrypt you and they can do anything they want with you. So don't do it. Don't give away your secret. Don't give away your sacred. Wait for the organic structure to be upgraded to the next level and go with that. And then, what else? So the portals, they're like encryption keys, secret keys, mathematical keys, which have numbers. They may be binary or not, or they have specific geometry, they have specific songs. And these principles apply to all things, including humans. And they may be coded in the emerald tablets. Sometime long ago in Africa, the 7 principles in the emerald tablets. And then for some reason, I started drawing the numbers, like the Arabic numbers, not the Roman numerals, the Arabic numbers. And then it occurred to me that each number, actually, the 1, 2, 3, look at the angles, the way they've been written a long time ago. 1 has 1 angle, 2 has 2, 3 has 3. So it's all these numbers, they have corresponding geometry. They're not just randomized, but they've been created based on geometry, based on how many angles they hold. And so from cell to human to plant, these are all locked geometrical structures with keys to enter. They vibrate based on their light blueprints. But there is one universal key, and this universal key is YVHV. The structures may be organic or maybe non-organic, or maybe a mix of both. Non-organic structures, some non-organic structures may know the organic mathematical geometrical expressions and try to mimic them for their own survival. Is that manipulation? Your soul is coded in your DNA, and DNA is layered. It may be locked, but may also be unlocked. What is a chroma clock? How do we age? Is X a chromosome? Is X Christos or Jesus? Is X the number 8? Is that a fish? What is it? Or is it just color, light, and electromagnetic projections? What is it? Or is it us moving in our own vibrations here in this universe we exist at the moment? So I don't know how much more time I'm going to spend on this, but then that drawing with the X, which expands into letter H, Christos, Greek and Bulgarian and some Slavic languages, and then the number 8, and then the electromagnetic chakra movements with the 0 point where the heart is. So where is our key? Our key is in our heart. So our key, the 0 point, is in our heart structures. But what is that key? So there are parameters. We all have our parametric DNA codes, which we cannot change. For example, you have white skin, you want to become black. You have black skin, you want to become white. You're so tall, you're so thin, you're so weight, you're so whatever. Some of these things we cannot change unless we go into a drastic physical measures. But some of the things are very much changeable because the key to our structure is in our heart. Our emotions, our thoughts, and our deeds, our behaviors, they're all fluid. And this is why I think when we say we have free will, this is why we have the free will, because things are locked, but there are other things which are given to us through our fluid emotions, thoughts, and deeds. So that's your free will. And I don't think humans, majority of humans, have ever thought about this or even had explored any of these. But don't give your key away. Use it for your own good. Make a decision. Look at your emotions and look at your behavior, because that's your sacred key that is in you. This is your own power. And if you give it away, somebody else will take it and use it for their own good, not for yours. Think of each cell. Each cell has its own key. And you're a combination of many, many different cells. So I think this is where I'm going to stop. And